has a problem, and it's got nothing to do with football. Umar Artan, a Somali referee in the 2025 African Referee of the Year, was one of 52 officials handpicked by FIFA to referee at this summer's World Cup. He would have been the first Somali to ever officiate at a World Cup finals, but he never made it past Miami Airport. No reason has been given by US immigration authorities, and after FIFA spoke to US officials, that was that. A career milestone just gone. It's not just Artan that's had difficulty at the border. Iraq striker Ayman Hussein, the man who scored the goal that got his country to the first World Cup in 40 years, was held and questioned for nearly 7 hours on arrival in Chicago. The team photographer was denied entry entirely. So how do you prepare for the biggest tournament of your life when you can't even get into the country? For fans, it's even harder. 11 of the 48 competing nations face US visa rejection rates above 40%. Some fan groups didn't even bother applying. The World Cup kicks off on Thursday. FIFA says immigration is down to the host nations. The world is watching, but some of the fans won't be. This World Cup has a problem.
Donald Trump and USA, your time has come. I'm telling you guys, bro. These niggas from the United States, they have to be stopped, bro, with their laws, bro. A referee, though. You even stopping a referee, the best referee in Africa. The referee who ref the final. The referee who ref the final for the Asian Cup. The referee who bro. Cause why? Cause he's from Somalia. Nah, this is crazy, bro. Y'all niggas have to be stopped, bro. Donald Trump, your bitch ass out, bro. Stand and, bro, y'all niggas have to stop with your laws, bro. Cause what do you mean, bro? So, cause of this war now, almost half, like a third of the countries have to suffer. Or fourth, a third of the countries have to suffer. Players are being searched like they're criminals. Referees are being denied. Squad photo guys are being denied. Fans are also suffering. I feel like these niggas don't care, bro. I feel like all they care is about the commercial, the commercial and all the money they'll make and all of that and the exposure. Cause what do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Shit is pissing me off, man. Trump, bro, fix your bitch ass up, bro. USA, bro. Y'all niggas might have the worst World Cup already. Y'all niggas might have the worst World Cup already, bro. Shit is sad, bro. It's like these guys, they didn't put their first priority wasn't the fans. Let's keep it up like it wasn't the fans. It was the money. Man, I'm just pissed, bro. Let's see other videos what they say about these guys, bro. Cause nah, bro.
Everyone's talking about it, and it's only right I add my opinion. And I must say, this World Cup is probably going to be the most unenthusiastic, unhyped, unspoken about football tournament ever seen in football history. First off, my main question for FIFA is why did they give the World Cup to America, a country that calls the sport soccer instead of football? Secondly, you got so much political conundrum when it comes to matches just because of America. You have the likes of Iran having to fly out of the country as soon as the match is done because they can't be there more than 24 hours after the match in America. You've got the likes of players being either denied visas or being held in immigration. You've got the likes of flipping school shootings or shootings around the area of where England are actually playing. You've got the likes of snakes being found in the Swedish team's lockers. It's just, it doesn't make any level of sense. I'm not going to lie to you. And you know what's so funny? You see Qatar 2022 year, where people were thinking that it was going to be one of the worst World Cups, and it actually happened to be one of the best World Cups in history. That's going to be America this year. I put money on it. FIFA do better.
Yeah,
I even forgot one point. The capitalism in this World Cup, never seen before. I'm hearing for one bottle of water, it's £18. To park a car near the stadium, not even in the stadium, is $222. Crazy. I'm hearing the final tickets are probably going to be going for $1 million. Nah, come on, man. They're like, a sport that is supposed to be affordable, you guys have made it capitalist. Everyone's talking about it.
The US, man, you niggas, you always ruin everything, bro. Genuinely, bro. We are not gonna call it soccer, bro.
What the fuck is this FIFA World Cup that's coming in a couple of days? Like,
Look at
is
this.
Atlanta even ready? No, Atlanta is not ready because for the last couple of weeks, I would say the last couple of months for real, that's when they just now started working on the damn roads. They shut down highways, everybody on the back roads. It's really finna be bad, y'all. Like, and then they saying this shit's supposed to last for a whole month. Traffic is gonna be terrible. I just don't think Atlanta was the right place. But we do have one of the best stadiums, I guess, that's out here in the US. But please, take that shit back to Canada or Mexico, wherever it was.
Look at these fans, bro. These niggas make me sick. Bro. Like, she doesn't even know the World Cup. Shit is pissing
Why
me
the
off.
fuck is the USA a horrible host for the World Cup? Brother, this tournament hasn't even started properly, and it's already moving like a FIFA corruption documentary. First, you've got the visa situation. Iran officials denied entry. Pretty significant when you're literally hosting the fucking World Cup. The entire point is that countries can actually show up. That's actually step one. Then we've got actual player detention. Iraq's superstar player detained for 7 hours and interrogated. What? This is supposed to be football. Why does it feel like a season of Homeland? And don't even get me started on the pitches. These NFL stadium conversions are moving suspiciously. Major complaints that surfaces feel too springy, too artificial, too weird. Imagine training your whole life for the biggest tournament on earth, only to discover you're playing on a giant trampoline built for linebackers. Then we've got the halftime show. This is the World Cup final, not the fucking Super Bowl. The last thing people need after watching their nation get spanked in the first half is Shakira singing Waka Waka while the players are trying not to cramp. And finally, the prices. Hotels charging you an arm and a leg. Flights charging you your lungs. Matches charging you your kidneys. Your bank account gets counterpressed before kickoff. Meanwhile, FIFA executives are drinking champagne and discussing fan engagement. FIFA have somehow turned the greatest tournament on earth into a corporate amusement park with questionable grass. And if you like the international content, follow my World Cup account for the World Cup coverage.
Man. Y'all niggas, bro, USA, bro. Y'all niggas make me sick, bro. I'm gonna be hate watching on the USA, but I hope they lose out on the group stage, bro. Nah, bro.
The United States could actually win the 2026 World Cup.
First off,
it really feels like people don't care enough that the World Cup is happening in the US. Like, I don't think people are excited. Like, we are having the World Cup in the US. Like, do you guys understand what that means? Like, this is not in a once
No, they don't understand, bro. Those niggas are pussy.
a lifetime, but I don't know when this is gonna happen again. Like, we're not excited enough. Like, there's not enough things going on. Like, I'm in one of the hosting cities. I'm in Atlanta, and I genuinely feel like there is not enough excitement. There is not enough hype around this. There is not enough. I don't even think we're even planned correctly. I don't even think we're planned properly for this. Like, I think the U.S. is really slacking with this whole World Cup.
Maybe you should have listened when Kamala Harris said.
Do not come. Do not
Look,
come.
I know the World Cup starts in 3 days, but the United States of America says you ain't getting in here. You ain't coming in here. Omar Artan, the best referee on the African continent, CFA's referee of the year for 2025, the first Somali official ever appointed to a World Cup, flew from Kenya, transited through Turkey, landed in the United States with a valid visa in hand, and got sent back. No explanation given. Iraqi striker Ayman Hussein, the man who scored the goal that sent Iraq to their first World Cup in 40 years, was held at Chicago O'Hare Airport for nearly 7 hours. Truly, after 7 hours, got him in. His team photographer, however, Talal Salah, was not so lucky, was sent home. And the International Sports Press Association has formally written to FIFA saying that journalists from Iran and across Africa, accredited journalists with official FIFA credentials, are being denied visa entry with single entry visas that make it impossible to follow their teams between the three host countries. Senegal is in this tournament. Ivory Coast is in this tournament. Iran is in this tournament. Their fans are largely banned from even attending and supporting. This is a country that told FIFA in writing that every fan from every nation would be welcomed without discrimination. And it is clear that we, the United States of America, that we lied. Maybe you should have.
Oh, man, this one, I don't even have words to say. Nah, man, fuck y'all niggas, bro. Donald Trump, your bitch ass out, bro. Fuck you, bro. America, bro. Fuck y'all niggas, bro. I'm not saying the whole country, the niggas involved in this. This is blatant. This is like genuinely racism.
The World Cup ain't even started yet, and it's comedy all across my timeline. First off, why is Messi and Argentina stationed in Buffalo, Missouri? And not only that, they get terrorized by tornado warnings. What? The concept of
when a World Cup comes with
The United States continues to show why it's a horrible host nation because two events have just taken place over the last 2 days that really have you question why they're even hosting the tournament. Let's talk about it, but as always, to keep up with the World Cup this month, make sure to drop a follow. But first off, it looks like Scotland fans are not going to be able to attend the World Cup in the United States because the United States is not authorizing the Scottish fans to go to the World Cup. They
Why?
were planning on going and they completely just changed their travel authorization. They removed their permits and now it looks like they're not going to be able to attend. And then also the stuff that happened with the English national team's camp, where this actually puts people's life at risk. Like, just look at this, bro. You guys can read it for yourselves. Tell me that's not crazy, man. Because as soon as something bad happens on Mexican soil, there's always talk about a game being relocated to the United States. But they're just as bad, bro. They're out here not letting the fans go. They're out here doing this shit, too. Next time, we really gotta think about letting the United States host a tournament, man. I'm telling you, bro, it just gets worse and worse by the day. But as always, though, what do you guys think about this, man? Let me know.
Check. There's actually nothing good about it, bro. Let's hope the football saves this World Cup, cause everything else is ass, bro. It's genuinely ass,
America has
bro.
been trying to get into football for the last 30 years. 30 years. And I want to walk you through it.
because we support the U.S. That's the way we like it. We like it.
Support the US.
Welcome back to the 2026 FIFA World Series Soccer Cup. I'm Chad Mc.
The
USA is absolutely not serious about the World Cup. They do not care. Look at the state of the pitches in these friendlies. I've seen so many people on this app talk about how this World Cup is. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Top 5 most biomechanically dangerous players.
We support the U.S.
And Chad, did you just see what they did to a Senegalese player, bro? They were searching that nigga like he's a criminal, bro. Let me try and search it, bro. They were searching that nigga like he's a criminal, bro. Look at this.
This is how the Senegalese football team were treated when they arrived at the United States for the World Cup by a humiliating strip search where their shoes had to be removed and their bags and equipment were checked more extensively than the equipment of any other team that arrived at the World Cup. And these are professional players. Why are you treating them like criminals? And on top of that, the Iranian national team keeps getting punished at the World Cup. At this point, you should just drone strike the players because earlier today, the Iranians said that the United States has revoked the World Cup ticket allocation for Iranian supporters. According to FIFA's own rules, qualified teams will have to have 8% of the ticket allocation of the stadium that they're playing in. And now those ticket allocations will be given to everyone competing in the World Cup but the Iranians. And all the discrimination and racism aside, the pitch conditions at the World Cup and the weather and the ticket prices also make things a lot worse for the players as well as the supporters. And now compare this to the Qatar World Cup, which received a lot more criticism than the US one before it even started, even though the Qatar World Cup had free public transport for the people attending. This is how the Senegalese football team were treated when they arrived at...
This is how the Senegal team was welcomed upon their arrival to the World Cup in the United States. What's going on? What is this? Is that how you welcome a national team coming to play the World Cup in your country? What's going on here? That's not how you show respect. That's how you show racism. We're 3 days away from the World Cup final and no one is excited for it. Iraqi team, their captain was detained and questioned for 8 hours. The photographer was sent back to Iraq. Iranian team disrespected. Even the Netherlands and Norway, they're complaining about the venomous snakes that threatens their players in their training camp. Even the UK teams complaining about the conditions and the heat and the pitch, bad pitches. Even the other players and international teams worried about the welfare of the players and the crimes happening around.
I feel like you're trying to get it, bro. It's gonna be the worst World Cup, bro. Let me talk to you, bro.